team member. Your team member is not required when you come to your hub. Let's not I get right level. Like Ahams is like and the solar team member self. So self-photo is phone number is the one that's been used by unique identifier. If you look at your you get to come online, or Hello Cash or whatever, your phone. You can change your phone, right? We can't even give you a microloans on your phone because your SIM card is worth like what, 15 per, 20 per. You can easily discard it and get something else. And sometimes even like the identification that's required to get your SIM card is not even there, not even robust. So that's where the investment needs to be put in place again.
So government responsibility perspective, a core infrastructure, regardless of the sector, but come at prior to it. And as a startup owner creator, in online market, because I think good dilemma how the millennials are going to so much, and I don't know blindly, single and you are you don't education need health like that need agriculture manufacturing good something that is affordable practical within the social lift level within the so because government initiative online market becomes extremely valuable that could never be clear ነገር ከሆነ ዛሬ ለክቤ ነገር መንግስት ሁሉ ነገር የሚቀይረው ከሆነ አው ቢሉዝ አይደል እና ከዛ አንፃር ትሬንዱን መመልከት ዱሬሽንን መመልከት ሌላ ነገር ምናልባት አንዱ ኢንቨስትመንት ኦፖርቹኒቲ አንፃር የዴቨሎፕመንት መኒ አለ ሶ ትሬንዱ ያ ዴቨሎፕመንት መኒ ኖርማሊ የሀገሪቷን የመንግስትን ዳይሬክሽን ይከተላል የሚልም assumption አለ we've seen that to work in the past now but how critically important to as an entrepreneur as a startup owner ምናልባት touch ብታደርገው ነው ከዛ በኋላ ወደ መድረኩ እንሄዳለን
Right. The biggest problem as an entrepreneur, startup team that you cannot anticipate is regulatory framework, the here and now, and the projected changes in life. It's just extremely difficult. But I'm rewarded in my role. Are you able to stay adaptive? Adapt right? It's very, very unfortunate because this Congress, the trend has been unpredictable. Consistency in policy making, consistency in implementation of policy. Let's check it out. I'll give you an example of mobile money. We've had it around. Every policy that we had was trying to kind of kill it. The government wanted to get into the space eventually, crowding out the private sector. You said, because everyone just launched one, right? By crowding it out, I wish the government could do it better. It's not. Eventually, if the government fails, it's fine. If the private sector fails, you lose your money. Now, when it comes to government, what helps the ecosystem, what helps the private sector is not when the government competes with you or crowds you out, but when the government provides you with the infrastructure, for everyone. No, I'm going to come with a bigger first. I'm going to, it becomes problematic. That's where, identifying the role of the government is so much more important. And its role should be making the policy, working on infrastructure, putting out a level playing field, and allowing for everyone to compete on it. So a policy that's not allowed, all of a sudden becomes allowed. And when government wants to do it, great. And next time, when it's open, it's going to be open for someone else from foreign investment. The opportunities for our startups will be lost. A bigger player with a bigger experience, a bigger money comes, and then takes the market. When it takes the market, not only takes all of the startups here, but also the government itself. Yeah, I'd be surprised if Google Telecoms, Telegram would survive if it opens for investment. For a little bit. Development money. The reason why development money comes into the country is because it has to get the blessing of the government. Government has to say like, okay, we can take your money. And then of course, there's always every effort with the development money to align with the government priorities. And when the development money knows that the government is not putting the priorities in place, competes, crowds out, not making the right policies, not making the right policy implementations, it's still going to be there. So instead of helping, the development money, the ecosystem, the private sector to perform better, it helps to crowd it out because by being alongside with. And then I also have a lot of issues with the development money and how it's been allocated to whoever gets it. It's not necessarily, for. But I'm glad that you guys are bringing seed money and providing it to your incubators, and that becomes so much more important. Yeah.
I think we're getting closer to the tail of the hour. I think in a nutshell, it really boils down to the other job. Then the startup, to look low startup like entrepreneur, like before we even look for any kind of funding outside of us. Knowing yourself, having the transparency, as these other countries in the culture. And then also, blood plan culture, they're very, very critical naturally, the business plan, the model, and then the investment plan, or the money plan, financial model. Yeah. But where do you get the money, and where do you start, and how do you grow it, and like that? Critical and summarize America. With development money now, with the government initiating the finance like ትልቁ ቀጣሪ ትልቁ ፕሌየር መንግስት ነው። ምክንያቱም መንግስት ዳንኮ ቸርሱ በጠፋ ብዙ ነገር ይለዋወጣል። ምናልባት እንደ ሀገር ኤኮሲስተም አንዱም እኛ የምንሞክረው ኢንፍሉዌንስ ማድረግ ይቻላል። ፓስት ምክንያቱም ለምሳሌ there's rumor አንድ ስታርታፕ እንፈጥራለን የሚለው መንግስት ሳይድ so yeah መንግስት ምናልባት ሪሶርስ ሊያስቀምጥ ይችላል። Can you imagine though you have to for startup community እና whole ecosystem and yeah ትክክል እንደማይሰራ እናውቃለን። ሁለተኛ very very destructive ነው ብዬ ነው የማስበው። ምክንያቱም ያሉት limited trainers limited interested individuals ሁሉ ሳክ ካደረገ መንግስት የመንግስትን ሮል ሳይሆን sort of almost የፕራይቬት ሴክተር እና የአንትርፕረነርሺፕ ሮል ለመውሰድ እየሞከረ ነው። ግን አንዱም ደግሞ ያየነው ምንድነው ይሄ ተገናኝተህ የምትመካከርበት ኢንቫይሮንመንት አለመኖሩ ነበር ብዬ ነው የማስበው። እና ወደዛ ሜዳችን ግድ ነው ሁላችን ክላውድ ኢንቫይሮንመንት መፈጠር አለበት። ፈርቲል ግራውንድ ከሌለ ዘር መዝራት አንችልም። እና ወደዛ እንሄድ ይመስለኛል። ፋሲል ቴንክ ዩ ሶ ማች። ይሄ ሳብጀክት በጣም ብዙ ዲስከስ እናደርገው የምንችል ነው። ምናልባት ወደፊት we'll have ራሱን የቻለ seminar እንደዚህ እናስባለን purely investment ላይ and it also introducing the local available investment options like የኦርቢት ኢኖቬሽን አፕ ኢንኩቤት አክሰለሬት ለምናደርጋቸው ኢንኩቤቲስ ኦር አክሰለሬት ለምናደርጋቸው ሲድ ኢንቨስትመንት እንሰራለን። አሁን ያ ነገር ግን ማድረግ አለበት። ሲዱ የተወሰነ ሌቭል ነው የሚወስደው ወይም ሀሳብ ፕሩፍ ኦፍ ኮንሰፕት ወይም ኤምቪፒ እንድታደርግ የሚያስችልን ምናልባት some kind of seminar whereby all interested parties and country representatives ኖሯቸው broader seminar እናደርግ ሆኖ ብዬ አስባለሁ። And then you can talk about personal responsibility, startup responsibility, and then the interest of community የሚለውን ነገር መዳሰስ የሚችል ይመስለኛል። We should work on that. I hope you will be a part of that. With this, thank you so much. ልጨምረው ነገር ካለ አለበለዚያ let me just open it up for questions.
No, I think we'll open it. ልጨምረው ምንድነው የሚገርመኝ really like if the government, the best the government can do is just leave it alone.
Yes,
I live in San Francisco, the Silicon Valley. You don't see the government in a startup space, you know? What it did was basically, you do whatever you want to do. So that allows you to really experiment. እኛ ሀገር ውስጥ ግን ዶንት ሰርፕራይዝ ነገ የሆነ ስራ ውስጥ ጀምሮ አይነት ነገር ከዛ በኋላ እዛ ሀገር ውስጥ ገቢ ያለው ሰውዬ የእናንተ ጓደኛ ነው ኮልስ you're like why am I getting a phone call from a girl's Gary? Like seriously, like መንግስት አንድ ሺህ ሰራፋ ነገር እናደርጋለን ብለው ከሚፎክር I'm sorry to say ከሚፎክሩ ወይም ደግሞ by the way እንዴት እንደሚሰራ ነገር ተብሎ የመንግስት ዴሊጌሽን ሄዶ አይነት ነገር ሲሊኮን ቫሊ ከሚጎበኙ that's ridiculous to me. It's like I was going to use really bad metaphor now. Like I don't know. Like when you visit, like there are things you could do. I run businesses, you know. ከሀገር ውስጥ ገቢ የሚደውልልኝ የሚገርም ነው። ኦዲት ይባላል። ይሄን ሪፖርት ይባላል። ሰው ቀጥረህ ከሄደህ ተሯሯጠህ ጉዳይን ካላወራሁት በስተቀር አንድ ነገር ብትል ያንን ሲመዙ ካሽ ሬጅስተር እንኳን ለማስቀመጥ ለማለት 2 or 3 ወር ይፈጃል። So really, the government, my advice to the government, if you're streaming it, if they hear it, is like do what is best that you could do. Work on bureaucracy, work on the infrastructure, make it easier for everyone to do business, and stop this unprofessional attitude and communication from our host Gabi on a phone call to taxpayers. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry to say. I've never gotten a phone call from IRS.
So Fassil's not trying to discourage you guys from starting your business. We have a business. Is it difficult? Yes, it's difficult. Are we solving problem? Absolutely. Is it possible to grow? Absolutely. I think እንደዚህ ኢንቨንት እያደረግን ነው የምናድገው እና
I'm expressing it because it makes it easier for all of us. When the startup proclamation comes, it makes it easier for all of us, for everybody else. Let's leave no not to discourage anyone.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Fassil. Questions?
Yeah, thank you, Fassil. My name is Robert. I'm the founder and CEO of Fassil Gebretsadik, co-working space. To talk on that as well.
Right.
So, thank you, Fassil. So, it's not really a question, okay? It's more like a statement. And now, it was last year, 2020, January, because it was, I think we were like, I'm staying co-working space, is that it? So, can I experience, I mean, there is a lot of anti-influence, like control matter, influence, of course, you have your own I think some of the things I learned is, your startup international, finish progress and going forward, like competition, comparative advantage in Ethiopia. Take like አብዛኞቹ ውጭ ሀገር የሚኖሩ ሰዎች ምናምን if they don't really engage with us because የሀገሩ ሁኔታ ያለው የአመጣጡ እንዴት ነው like the capital system ምናምን ስታየው ለቴክ ገና እንትን ነው we're just infants እና አብዛኞቹ engagement የሚኖረው I don't know if you know ሰለሞን ካሳቱ የ1888 so ጥሩ እንትን ነበር ኢኒሺየቲቭ እሱም ይጀምራል like ትንሽ ቆይቶ እና የውጭ ሀገሮች ይሄ ዲያስፖራዎቹም with all their knowledge እነሱ ካልተሳተፉበት in this tech I feel like እንትን አይኖረው የሎካል እንትኑ አይበቃም because private sector የለም ማለት ይቻላል so private sector የት ነው ስትለው ቅድም እንዳላችሁት it's like ሌላ ሴክተር ላይ ነው ያለው it's not really something that's እና something I learned over the past years ከመጣሁ 2018 የመጣሁት እዚህ build በተደረገው foundation ብንጨምርበት value would be much easier on our state of working now. አዲስ ነገር ለመፍጠር of course it will take time. Of course ራይድን እንደ ኤግዛምፕል ብንወስዳት right እሷ ስትመጣ ብዙ እንትን ነበረች ብዙ ነገር ከፍታልናለች ለሁላችንም ከሱ በፊት was very hard እና ልክ እንደሱ ፊንቴክን ቢሆን ሌላም ስታርታፖች the same experience ነው የሚኖራቸው እንደ ራይድ ይመስለኛል ሌላም ኮምፒቲሽን unfair advantage ምንድነው የኛ ሲባል ቴክ ላይ of course ብር ካለው ዶላር ካለው you just competitionችን ከነሱ ጋር ይመጣጣል so ICT part data center ወደ 6-7 ገብቷል which is a good thing ግን ትንሽ የሚያስፈራኝ going forward is comparative advantageችን እና unfair advantageችን አይተን ካልሄድን ሁላችንም ሁሉም ሴክተር ላይ advantage ያለን አይመስለኝም like ቴክ ላይ ማለት ነው
አብዛኛው የቴክ ነገር ስናስበው we look up to those that have created solutions የኛ ሀገር ግን shouldn't be focused on like creating adopting existing technologies to the problems that we have and right is not like Uber is there mobile money is there everything that we have in the country as a technology digital technology it wasn't like we created it for the world what we're doing is we're trying to make it work for us. It cannot come from there. First off, like if technology was existing there, it's not even like it's in this priority to, let me come and take the market here. This is for us to do it. The only reason like you get Facebook and Twitter and you're able to use it is because you're a product. Because they're able to use all of that to advertise on it. And they get some advertising from here, right? So think of it like if someone were to come, it's going to take it. The market is ours. Application, customization, and adapting it is ours. I would want us, the private sector to do it instead of like the government doing it. That's what I say. The government should just be able to provide you with infrastructure. Wow, no that. Telecommunication as a part of you do it yourself. Good question. I'm not sure if I addressed your concern or your question.
He's making a statement.
It's a statement.
I think it really calls for collaborating with coaching cost. I agree with you. I agree with that. I think exposure matter, linkage matter. But at the end of the day, ስራው የሚሰራው እዚህ ነው rather hit the road የሚባለው ነገር adaptation you have to get better at it ጥያቄ ያለው ሌላ እሺ ስማችሁን ብትነግሩኝና ለሮቤ ከየት እንደመጣችሁ
Actually, I'm just unemployed, but planning to start my business. I have 2 products protected by IP, intellectual property, and I have more products coming to be protected. ሀሳብ አሁን እዚህ ጋር ለማንሳት ፈለኩት ከስታርታፕ ፕሮግራሜሽን ለመስራት ገና የሚሰማው ነገር አለ እሱ ላይ እና ተስፋ ያደረጋቸው ነገሮች አሉ እኔ ደግሞ ብዙ ምናልባት አንተ ያያቸው ነገሮች ከሚሰማቸው ነገሮች ካሉ ዛሬ ሀሳብ ይሰጣል ሌላው በሌሎች ሀገሮች አሁን አይፒ ኢንቴሌክቹዋል ፕሮፐርቲ አሴኩላቸዋል አስይዘ ተበንድረ መሄድ ይችላል እኛ ጋር የተንቀሳቃሽ ንብረት አስይዘህ መበደር የሚችልበት ፕሮግራሜሽን ወጥቷል ስራ ላይ የሚባል ነው ያው ይህ ተንቀሳቃሽ ንብረትን ስናስብ አንደኛ ያው መኪኖች አሉ ሌሎች ማሽነሮች እያለ ልጠራ ይችላል እዛ ውስጥ አንዱ ኤሌመንት አይፒ ኢንቴሌክቹዋል ፕሮፐርቲ ነው እና አይፒ ላይ የለም የትኛው ባንክ አይሰራም ብዙ ባንኮች ጋር የሚያቸው ነገሮች አሉ እና እንደዚህ አይነት አሁን በህግ ወጥቷል ተፈጻሚነት ላይ ችግሮች አሉ ስልቶች አሉ እና እነዚህ ነገሮች ላይ
አንድ ጥያቄ እንቀበል እና
ከረሳው ተስተውሰኝ
ሁለት ጥያቄ ነው ፕሮክላሜሽን እና አይፒ ላይ ነው ወደ አንተ እመጣለሁ።
ስሜ ሳዶር ነው። ሳዶር
ሳዶር
እና መቼ ነው እርግጠኛ ሆነን ፎርዋርድ መሄድ የምንችለው ቢዝነሱ ላይ መግባት የምንችለው ከአይዲያ ወደ ሌጋሊቲ መግባት የምንችለው እና ቲማችንን እንዴት ነው የምናውቀው? ኤክስፔንደብል የሆነ ቲም እና ስትራክቸራሊ ስትሮንግ የሆነ ሰው እንዴት ነው የምናውቀው? ምክንያቱም ሲቪ ላይ በጣም አሪፍ ቢሆንም ባህሪ ካልቸር ወርኪንግ ካልቸሩ የሰውየውን እንዴት ልናውቀው እንችላለን? አብሮ የሚሰሩ በተለይ ፓርትነርሽፕ ላይ ሲሆን በጣም ይከብዳል።
ሮቤል ወደ አንተ ልምጣ። ሶስተኛ
የስታርት ፋክትሪ ከሌሎች አዲስ ወጥቷል። የዩኤስኤድ እና ሲፒኤስ አዲስ እንትን ወጥቷል እና የእናንተም አለ መሰለኝ እዛ ያየሁት መሰለኝ ስታርት ፋክትሪ ከሌሎቹ ላይክ ፋንዲንግ ሲሰጡ ለስታርታፖች what is the like your unique value proposition ከሌሎቹ ከሚሰጡት ፋንዲንግ